Hi crocheters of the world. In this tutorial I want to show you how to crochet this beautiful square motif with the flower in the middle, and it's so nice to crochet. It's so lovely to crochet a scarf. Actually, I am working on a scarf with this motif, or a neck warmer, yes, blankets, but on my opinion a scarf, it will be really lovely with this motif. And of course we will begin with the flower, and you can use the flower separately for embellish a hat or a bag or something else. So here actually you have two motifs. You have the flower and then the square motif, so it's something really nice. Okay, so let's get started with our flower. As I said, I'm working with a 4.5 millimeters hook, and with a DK yarn, wool yarn. It's drops yarn, you know, it's my favorite yarn. And I will work the part, as you can see here, the part of the square actually with another kind of beautiful drops yarn, which is Big Delight. Is this one so beautiful? It's wool, 100% wool, and it's really soft, and the colors are lovely. Okay, and this is Lima from Drops. Okay, now and I think it's wool and alpaca. I don't have, yes, I have it here. Yes, it's wool and alpaca. Okay, now let's get started with the magic circle. And we want to work, wait a minute, around our magic circle. We will work 6 single crochets, 8 single crochets. So 1, 2, now pull the yarn to close the magic circle and insert the hook into the very first single crochet and slip stitch to join. And this is what we have now around, all around. For the second round we will work 3, chain 3, and we will skip into the very next single crochet and work a slip stitch, and again chain 3, and into the very next single crochet a slip stitch. And we want to go on like this to create 8 chain 3 spaces where we will work, as you can see here. Here I have my flower, and the first 2 rounds, levels, or how can I say, of petals, are worked as the Irish rose. Okay, so as if you know how to work the Irish rose, will be really easy for you. But from the second, for the third and the fourth rounds of petals will be a little bit of differences on this technique, so we will not continue on with the same technique. Almost the same, but not the same. Okay, now let's go on and work our 8 arches. So arches or spaces, chain 3 spaces, chain 3, and into the very next single crochet work a slip stitch and continue on like this. To finish the second round, insert the hook into the very first single crochet, so where you began actually, okay, to slip stitch, and that's it. So now we have our 8 spaces, and we will begin with the first round of petals. 8 petals we'll have, and we will work like this into each of our space, chain 3 space, insert the hook and work 1 single crochet, then 1 half double crochet, 2 double crochets, and 1 half double crochet. Okay, and again the same thing, we will repeat the same thing. So insert the hook in the very next space and work a single crochet, this, then a half double crochet, 2 double crochets, and a half double crochet again. Okay, so actually 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, 2 double crochets, and we finish the petal with 1 half double crochet. Okay, go on, continue on for the next 6 spaces and work your first round of petals. I finished my first round of petals. This is what I have, and I slip stitched into the first single crochet to join. Now for the second round of petals, we will work on the back side, and I will show you how. So chain 1, how I do it, of course. Chain 1, and now we want to work around these actually slip stitches of the chain 3 spaces, you know, these here. Can you see them? Of course you can. This is the first, and I will insert the hook from the back side into the last chain 3 space, and then I will go out on the back side from the first space. So look at me, not at me but at my hook. Okay, like this, from the back side into the last chain 3 space, so here. Okay, and now I will go out, as I said, from the first chain 3 space. You can actually fold it like this, and now pull the yarn through your chain here. I have a little knot and will be a little bit more difficult for me, but for you it will be really easy. Please, please, please. I have to. Okay, sorry, I did it. You know, I have this little knot here, and that's why wouldn't pass. Okay, now we will chain 4 to create the foundation, or the spaces actually, 1 2 3 4, for the next round of petals. Okay, and now again the same thing, from the back side insert the hook into the first space, and then around up the next one on the back side, pull the yarn and slip stitch, and again chain 4, and the same thing, we are here, so around this and this, you can fold it and just pull the yarn and slip stitch. So you'll see it's not that difficult, and like this we'll have our chain 4 on the back side of the first round of petal, and it's here where we will work the second round of the petals. Okay, go on, continue. I have 1 and 2, and okay, I will show you one more time. So 1 2 3 and 4, and around of this from the back side to the front side, and again on the back side, pull the yarn and slip stitch. Okay, and this is what we have, and we continue on to create our chain 4 spaces, 8 chain 4 spaces for the next round of petals. So I have here my last chain 4, and I just wanted to show you how to insert the hook into the first slip stitch here and join with a slip stitch, of course. Okay, so on the back side actually. Now that we have these 8 chain 4 spaces, we will go on and work in it into each of it our 8 petals. So again, into the very first, yarn over and work a half double crochet, work 4 double crochets, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and a slip stitch, and again yarn over, skip directly into the very next space and work a half double crochet. Now work 4 double crochets, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and a slip stitch. Okay, and this is what we have for the first 2 petals, and we have 6 more petals to work in the same manner. Now I finished my second round of petals. This is what I have now, and I will insert the hook here into the first half double crochet to join. And now, as I said before, for the, oops, here it is, my flower. For the third and fourth rounds of petals, we will change a little bit. Actually, as you can see, we have another shape of the petals, but the most important aspect is that we will work the petals now not over laid on the petal of the previous row, but in between the petals. Can you see them? They are actually in between the petals. Okay, like this. And this is why we will work a little bit in a different way. So chain 1, and now we will work around this in between the petals. We have this, actually is the slip stitch, okay, in between the petals, and around this. But now I will just go on the back side, insert the hook here under the last petal that I made, and again more or less the same thing that I did before, and slip stitch on the back side. And now, yes, I am on the back side, and I can begin to work my third round of petals. And I will work a chain 3 for the double crochet, okay? Then I will work a chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the chain 5 space of the petals. And now yarn over and again around the same single slip stitch here. So this, work your double crochet. It's not that difficult, it's just you have to look. Okay, so we have this double crochet, chain 3, chain 5 double crochet in between the petals, and this is what we have. This is what we want, because it's here that we will work the petals of the third round. So in between the petals of the second round, and for the fourth round it will be the same thing, will be in between the petals of the third round. Okay, now chain 3 just to skip the next petal. 1, 2, 3. And now in between these two petals we have the slip stitch. Yarn over around this slip stitch work the first double crochet, chain 5, 3, 4, 5, and yarn over around the same slip stitch here where we worked our first double crochet, work the second one. Okay, chain 3 to skip the next petal, and in between the two petals yarn over around the slip stitch here, work double crochet, chain 5, 4, 5, double crochet again around the same slip stitch, actually over the first double crochet. Okay, so we have double crochet, chain 5, double crochet for the petal, and chain 3 in between them. So it's here that we will work into the chain 5 spaces. We will work the next round of petals. Of course, here at the end we will chain 3 and insert the hook into the third chain of the beginning chain 3 plus 5 of the beginning chain 8 actually, and we will slip stitch to join. So if we look now here on the back side of the flower, there is a little mess. But we know exactly what we have, because we know that we have the double crochet, chain 5 double crochet for the petal, and the chain 3 under the petal of the second round. So here, okay, and we know that into the chain 5 spaces, so we have to, I will show you how to work the petals. Okay, now I am here at the end of my round, and I chained 3, and I want to count from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into the next I will insert the hook and slip stitch to join. Okay, now I have the foundation for my petals, and now I will work my petals actually. So skip directly into the first chain 5 that you have with a slip stitch, and work chain 3 for the first double crochet, and 4 more double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we have 5 double crochets. Just let me count my double crochets here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, okay. 5 double crochets. Now chain 3 for the picot, and on the top of the first double crochet, so oops, can you see here we have the 2 loops, and we will insert the hook into the very first loop, or the front loop actually, and this loop here for the picot. And now again 5 more double crochets to complete our first petal. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And in between, where we have the chain 3, insert the hook into the second chain of the chain 3 space here and slip stitch. And now we are ready. Actually, this is my petal. Can you see? It is in between the 2 petals of the second round. And now yarn over, skip directly into the next chain 5 space, and work the same thing for the next petal. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now I will show you these 2 and 5. Sorry. Okay. So 1 and 2, and there are these 2, the 2 loops where we insert the hook to slip stitch for the picot. So can you see these 2 loops? So chain 3 and insert the hook, as I said, in these 2 loops, pull the yarn and slip stitch to close the picot, and again chain 3 and again and again 5 double crochets, sorry. 3, 4 and 5. Okay, and now into the chain 3 in between them, into the second of the chain 3, slip stitch, and whoops, here we have with the second petal. Okay, now go on and complete your next 6 petals more, and I will be back to show you how to slip stitch to join this round and to continue on with the last round of the petals. I almost finished my first round of the 2 rounds of the last 2 rounds of the petals, the different rounds of the petals, and here I have my last chain 3, insert the hook into the second, sorry I was out, and into the third chain of the beginning, chain 3 of the first petal, slip stitch to join. Now I will cut the yarn because I want to change the color, but you can just go on with the same color if you want to finish your petal. And this is what we have. Look, isn't it lovely? So beautiful flower. Of course it can be worked in cotton and create a nice, I don't know, with the square, create a very nice a runner for the table and so on. So it's beautiful, the flower is nice, and you can create so many other things with this motif, with the flower or with the square, all the square. So that's why I like this kind of designs, because there are, how can I say, we can use them in a infinity of projects. Okay, now let's get started with the last round of petals. I will work with this purple, but it's okay, you will understand even if it's a little bit dark purple, but you will understand because it's really easy. Now look here, we have the double crochet, the V stitch. Okay, we will work the next petal in between the 2 petals, so the petals of the previous round. So we will want to work our V stitch for the next petals, 1 double crochet in, around this of the last petal, and 1 around the double crochet of the next petal. So actually I am attaching the new yarn around the double crochet here of the last petal that I worked, and I will work a chain 3 plus 7, chain 3 for the double crochet and 7 for the chain 7 where we will work the petal. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, yarn over, and as I said, the next double crochet I will work it around the next double crochet of the next petal. Here, just watch. Oops, I have the 2 tails here, and okay, and now this is what I have. Okay, now chain 5 instead of chain 3, 1 2 3 4 5, to skip the petal, and we will work again around this, so the last double crochet of this petal and the first double crochet of the next petal. So yarn over, insert the hook around the last double crochet of the petal, chain 7, sorry, 3 4 5 6 7, yarn over and around the double crochet of the next petal. okay, because as I said, we want to be in between the petals of the previous round. And now 5, chain 5, sorry, 3, 4, 5 to skip the petal. And now again on the last double crochet of this petal that we worked here, and first double crochet of the previous, of the next petal. So last of this petal, chain 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yarn over, and yeah, the next double crochet. Okay, and now you just have to go on like this. So here it is what we have. Here is the chain 5 and here is the chain 7 where we will work the last here it is, where we will work the last round of petals. So I worked my last chain 5 over the last petal, and I have here my first double crochet with these, which is the chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and into the third chain of this chain 3 I want to insert the hook and to slip stitch to join. Now for this round, the last round of the petals, we will work actually the same thing. So we will work like this: slip stitch into the chain 7 and chain 3, work 6 more double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, oops, 5, and 6. So now we have 7 double crochet with the beginning chain 3 for the picot and slip stitch to join, and 7 more double crochet. So instead of 5 picot and 5, we work 7 double crochet, picot, and 7 double crochet. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, and into the chain 5 we will slip stitch into the third chain, so actually in the middle, and we will skip into the next chain 7 and we will work the same thing as we worked for the first petal. So 7 double crochets, chain 3 for the picot, and 7 double crochets more. And this is how we will complete our last round of petals, and we'll be ready with the flower. To the second part of the video, I will show you how to transform this flower into a square. So I have here a finished flower, and I just want to go on and to show you how to transform the flower into a square. Now we have the flower, and as I said, the flower, it can be used separately as it is to embellish your hats or bags or something else. But now I will show you how to work the square. Okay, and I will change the yarn with this one, variegated yarn, Big Delight from Drops. Now let us begin with the slip knot sorry, and we will insert the hook in one of the picots of the last petals round and join the new color or the new yarn, and we will work a chain 3, then again chain 3, so actually a chain 6, chain 3, first chain 3 for the first double crochet, and the next chain 3 for the chain 3 space. Into the same picot, work another double crochet, and this is what we have to work in 4 of our petals, because I just want to change a little bit. Okay, and now I can zoom in again. And in 4 of our petals, as you can see, we have 8 petals, so we will have 4 of them, so 1 yes, 1 no. We will work a single crochet into the next, and again double crochet, chain 3, double crochet into the next, and so on for the petals, because we want to create the sides and the corners for our square. So here we have a corner. Now here will be the side, and into the 3rd petal will be another corner, and so on. In between the petals, we will chain 3 after each stitch worked in this round. So chain 3. Now in between the petals we will work like this. Yarn over twice and count. So this is the petal that we worked the corner, skip into the next petal and count 1, 2, 3 from the bottom of the petal. 1, 2, 3. Around of our 3rd double crochet of the petal we want to work this triple crochet and chain 3, as I said, always chain 3. Then yarn over twice and back to the petal where you worked the corner. So again 1, 2, 3 around the 3rd double crochet like this, work your triple crochet. So actually in between the petals we will work a crossed 2 crossed triple crochets with a chain 3 in between them, and now again chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and as I said, on the petal of the side into the picot we work a single crochet. Now we are again in between the petals, so we will work the crossed triple crochet with a chain 3 in between them. So chain 3 because we worked the single crochet. So chain 3, yarn over twice, skip into the next petal, 1, 2, 3 around the 3rd double crochet, from the bottom of the petal work your triple crochet. Now we work the triple crochet, chain 3, yarn over twice, back into the petal that we skipped, 1, 2, 3 around the 3rd double crochet, work the 2nd triple crochet, chain 3, so don't forget to chain 3. And now into this petal we have to work the 2nd corner. Yarn over and work 1 double crochet, chain 3 and 1 more double crochet. Okay, this is what you have to repeat all around to complete your first round, which will change the shape into a square. I almost finished my first round of the square and the magic happened, so it is a square now, as you can see. Now I chained 3 and I just want to slip stitch into the 1 2 3 1 2 3, okay, into the third chain of the beginning chain 6 and to join. Now for the second round it's really easy. We will work like this: into the corner, slip stitch, and work chain 3, 5 chains. So chain 3 for the first double crochet, chain 5, 3 4 5 for the chain 5 space, and one more double crochet like this. Now chain 5. So instead of chain 3 we will chain 5 now, and into each of our chain 3 slip stitch and chain 5, 2 3 4 5, chain 3, the next chain 3, slip stitch, chain 5, and into the next chain 3 slip stitch, chain 5, and into the next chain 3 slip stitch, chain 5, and into the next chain 3 slip stitch, chain 5, into the next chain 3 slip stitch, chain 5. Here we are, we have the next corner, so chain 5, 3 4 5, and work the corner. So double crochet, chain 5, double crochet, 5 and double crochet, and this will be our second round for the square. So go on and work like this. I finished my second round of the square, and now for the next 2 rounds we will work exactly the same, but the only change is that into the corner we will work just a chain of 5, so 3 4 5, and slip stitch. So we don't work the double crochet, chain 5, double crochet, but the slip stitch, slip stitch, chain 5, slip stitch, and then we just continue on with the chain 5 and a slip stitch into the next chain 5 and chain 5, and excuse my dog, he just wants to say hello, and a slip stitch into the next chain 5 and 3 4 5, and again into the next chain 5, slip stitch. I just want to show you the next corner just to be sure that it's clear how to work the corner. And for the next round we will work exactly the same: 1 2 3 4 5 into the chain 5, and I will continue on and work my last round too. I just want to show you how to join them together, join the squares together into the last round, so I will be back to show you that, and that's it. Now 3 4 5, and now here we are into the corner, and we just insert the hook into the chain 5 of the corner, slip stitch, work a chain 5 and slip stitch into the same chain 5 of the corner, and to the next round we'll work exactly the same. So into the chain 5 of the corner, slip stitch, chain 5, slip stitch again. Okay, so go on, finish your square. I will be back just to show you into the last round. I will let a side unworked just to show you how to put them to join them together, to join the squares together. So I'm working at my last round, as I said. Here I am again to show you how to join together the squares for a blanket or a scarf or something else. So I'm here for the square, for the corner, sorry. So here it is, my corner of the finished square, and now I will work just chain 2, insert the hook from the front to the wrong side, and pull the yarn from the wrong side to the front side and slip stitch to join. And this stands for our third chain. And now chain 2 to complete our chain 5, and insert the hook into the next chain 5 space and slip stitch. And now again, actually we split the chain 5 while working them. In chain 2, slip stitch to join into the very next chain 5 space of the finished square, pull the yarn from above and from under, sorry, and chain 2 more, and again slip stitch into the very next chain 5 and chain 2, insert the hook into the very next chain 5 space, slip stitch to join, and complete with chain 2 more and slip stitch into the very next chain 5. And this is how you will go on and join into each of your chain 5 spaces on one side. Okay, so this is it. This is my square, and I will show you later on in another tutorial an idea of a neck warmer that I am working at with this square. Okay, so see you at the next tutorial. Bye bye.